Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Mermaid Type Tarot reading. My name is Mitra, and we're going to take a look at your cards for the month of May. Now, whenever you get this message, it is going to be perfect for you. It isn't intended to be times. My readings are about relationships, so it can be relationships with your pets, with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, with your ex. It can be dream images, people from past life, aliens, I don't know. Whatever relationship is on your mind is perfect for you. And this is general, so please keep that in mind as we go through today's reading. So, at the heart of your question is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is having so many options and not really sure what's illusions and what's real, and definitely feeling lots of different things. So if you're feeling very confused in your relationships, this might be a good reading for you. Crossed with that is the Emperor. Now the Emperor has the energy of building kingdoms and ruling over many people and is always in control. So if you feel like your emotions are kind of all chaotic and at the same time you feel like you need to make decisions and build structures and foundations, I can see why you're looking at tarot for some answers, because these seem like they're kind of like polar opposites. You are showing up as the Nine of Wands. So this reading is kind of emerging as one that represents some challenges. The Nine of Wands comes up as a card that says, don't give up. You're very close to the edge. You're very close to the end. You're very close to the end of a long cycle, and you've gotten so strong in the process. So really, pat yourself on the back for all your hard work, and Spirit is sort of acknowledging that it's been a difficult journey, and this card is one of encouraging you to stick with it because you're almost there. The 10 is the last one. And the unconscious is the Priestess, Capricorn, and this is really like tapping into everything. It's all of the emotions and all of the knowledge. The Priestess is an oracle that knows all things in all times and all dimensions. But she doesn't reveal everything, so there can be secrets or things that are hidden from you. She's in your unconscious, so it's like you're kind of tapped into the infinite knowing, and yet you can't know because it's in your unconscious. So I guess I would read that as a reconfirmation that you should, trust the process, and the process might seem very confusing and difficult for you at this time. In the past is the Wheel of Fortune. So something changed in the past, the Wheel of Fortune turned, something outside of your control. Often it's something that, I read this as the wheel turning in your favor. So something good could have come in and given you a new vision of something that you want to accomplish. So this could all be very much so good things. That Emperor is there. So you're wanting to build something new. And then we have the Eight of Cups in the future position. So now we're seeing a progression from the current 7, which is kind of like confusion, to the Eight of Cups. And this is like moving in a new direction for you. So you are probably going to come out of the confusion, realize that it's time for you to leave behind what's no longer serving you and to walk in the direction of what you dream for and you desire. Even if you're not really sure how you're going to do that, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. So you're a very logical person who thinks with your mind, and it might be challenging for you to lead with your heart and to make a decision based on your emotions and things like that. If you have that Queen of Swords quality. But you can also use that intelligence and that Queen of Swords, you know, energy to help you chart out a plan. And if you realize that a certain part of your plan is just moving ahead into uncertainty, that might be enough. Just to put that. Wow. So in your environment, you have the Devil. So certainly there are probably many reasons. If you look around your environment at what's going on, there are probably many reasons why you need to start making these changes. So that Queen of Swords energy is going to let you pick out certain types of attachments, dependencies. They can be chemical, like this card sometimes comes up when there is addiction, like alcohol or drug use, or even just materialism. And its positive aspects, it's just people having a good time. And in its negative aspects, it's people that are becoming overly attached or overly dependent, and they feel trapped and stuck within those systems. So as long as people around you are having a good time, it's not really a negative card. But if you do perceive that there are, people are doing things, but they're not enjoying themselves anymore, they just feel trapped, then that's when you really need to come in and help use your logic and to move in a better direction. For you. So the hopes and fears is the Two of Pentacles. This card is about juggling lots of different things in the material world. So it could be that because you have that Emperor energy, like you're trying to establish something new, and then you have the Two of Pentacles, which is more earth energy. So it could be that you're good with words and you're good with inspiring people with your passion, but maybe actually building things and actually creating things with your hands. Like you've got that Capricorn energy, but maybe for you, with this particular instance in this relationship, you're not sure how you're going to juggle it all. Or maybe you're really looking forward to it. It is the hopes and fears, so you have to decide if it's something that you think you're looking forward to or you're dreading. Anyway, it's a polarity. And the overall card is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords means winning at all costs, and some people do tend to think that Capricorns can be a bit of the slave drivers, kind of, like you make a decision, you go to work, you're going to get it done, you're going to get it done. And in fact, the Devil is the card for Capricorn. I forgot to mention that. So like astrologically, your sign showed up in the environment. So that same thing makes the same comment about being able to discern between when everyone's having a good time, the positive, joyful aspects of the trickster, devilish energy, and when it crosses the line into becoming entrapment and addictions and other, negative things. So the Five of Swords is that winning at all costs. So that's another one where it's like it's totally about your discernment and your decision about what you're willing to sacrifice in order to succeed at what you're willing to sacrifice in order to succeed. So yeah, at the heart of your reading, I feel like that message is repeated, and it does seem like with the Eight of Cups in the future and the Nine of Wands that you may be choosing to leave something behind. It doesn't have to be everything, but there might be something you identify with this month that you're ready to leave behind. So let me choose a oracle card and see what we get. And the card for you is Lady and Knight. Lady and Knight. So this one is, I came up earlier and I gave the recommendation of watching like a King Arthur romance or something like that. And I like it for you too because it's in that story, there's Guinevere and Arthur, and then there's also Lancelot. And that's that question of like, you know, discernment. Where do your loyalties lie? How do you decide what's good and bad? You know, if you've made a commitment to somebody, if you break your promises, stuff like that. So anyway, I like that one for you as well as an overall, and I hope you enjoy romance movies. Hope to see you next time. Stay tuned if you want to hear a little bit more about me and my readings, and if you feel called to donate, that is the link to donate there. So yeah, bye, thanks for listening. Mm-hmm.